You've had this one-on-one on your calendar all week, and you've been low-key dreading it. Taylor's been missing deadlines, ignoring a few processes, maybe even dragging the team down a bit. And now it's your job to say something. Your brain's doing laps. What if they cry? What if they get mad? What if I say it wrong and wreck the relationship? If that's you, you're in the right place. This is your first real tough one-on-one as a manager.
Hey, this is Elaine. If you're more nervous than your direct report right now, there's nothing wrong with you. Your brain is wired to avoid conflict and keep people liking you. A conversation like this feels like social danger, so your nervous system is slamming the big red button. In this flight school episode, we're not trying to make you fearless. We're just going to move you from panic mode to pilot mode with a quick pre-flight check and a really simple 3-line opening script. Okay, before you walk into that room, give yourself 60 to 90 seconds for a pre-flight check. Think of it like this. You're not rehearsing the whole conversation, you're just setting yourself up not to freeze.
Let's break it down. First, name the mission, not the monster. Instead of, I'm about to ruin their day, try, my mission is to be clear and fair so they know exactly what needs to change. Say next, grab a sticky note or a doc and write down 3 facts, not labels. Stuff a camera could see or hear. Things like, missed X deadline twice. Didn't respond to client email for 48 hours. Teammates had to stay late to cover. Not things like, you're unprofessional or you don't care. Those are labels. You can feel them, but you don't need to say them. Third, pick one non-negotiable for this conversation. For example, by the end of this one-on-one, we both know exactly what on-track looks like for the next 30 days. One clear outcome. That's it. When your brain knows what done looks like, it calms down.
And finally, quick body reset. Feet on the floor, 1 slow breath in, and a slightly longer breath out. Do that 3 times. As you exhale, you can think, steady. You don't have to feel amazing. You just need to feel steady enough to start. All right, let's look at how this usually goes when we don't have a plan. You start with something like, so some people have been saying your performance hasn't been great lately. I don't know, maybe you're distracted. We just really need you to, step up. Taylor's thinking, who said that? What does step up even mean? Why am I hearing this now? You walk out of that one-on-one feeling gross and replaying every sentence. They walk out annoyed and confused. That's the crash version. Vague, secondhand, no clear ask. Let's rewind and fly this moment again with a calm, clear opening. You don't need a perfect speech. You just need 3 lines to get you into the right lane. First line, purpose plus shared mission. You say, thanks for meeting with me. My goal today is to be really clear about what's not working and what needs to change so you can be successful in this role. You've just told their brain, this might be uncomfortable, but it's about your success, not your character. Second line, facts and impact. You say, over the last 4 weeks, we've had 3 missed deadlines on the core project and 2 client emails that went more than 48 hours without a reply. That's meant the team stayed late twice, and our client escalated once to my boss. Now you're not attacking them as a person. You're naming what actually happened and what it caused. Their nervous system has something concrete to grab onto. Third line, seriousness plus path forward. You say, this conversation is serious, and I'm having it because I believe you can turn this around. Today, I want us to get really clear on what on track looks like for the next 30 days and what support you need. And I'll document our plan. You're saying, this matters, and I see a version of you that succeeds. That combo, seriousness plus a path, is what opens people up instead of making them shut down.
Okay, what are the little habits underneath this that you can steal? Habit 1. Lead with mission, not accusation. Framing it as so you can be successful sounds small, but it completely changes how the first sentence lands. Habit 2. Camera test. Before the meeting, ask yourself, could a camera have seen this? You're negative. Camera fail. You rolled your eyes in the team meeting when Sarah was presenting. Camera pass. Habit 3. Give it a time frame. Let's get you on track for the next 30 days feels doable. It tells their brain, this is a chapter, not a life sentence.
Let's put it together and recap. After a hard one-on-one, it's really normal to feel that emotional hangover. So before you sprint to the next task, run a tiny post-flight check. Step 1, one win. Write down one thing you did well. Even if it's small, I stuck to the facts. I didn't back away from the main point. Step 2, one tweak. Then write one thing you'll tweak next time. Next time, I'll pause longer after I share the examples. And not, I'm terrible at this. Just one adjustment. Step 3, reset your mind and body. Stand up, stretch, walk to the kitchen, shake out your hands. As you move, you can think something like, that flight is over. I landed it. You're teaching your body that these conversations are hard, but survivable.
You're not an anxious person pretending to be a leader. You're a leader whose nervous system is learning a new job. And every time you run this flight check, you teach your brain, I can feel anxious and still lead well. That's what emotionally intelligent leadership looks like from the inside.
You're not supposed to just magically know how to do this because someone gave you a manager title. But with one pre-flight check and a 3-line script, you can handle tough one-on-ones like a steady captain instead of a panicked passenger. If you want this script and both checklists as a one-page template, you can grab them via the link below. Save this video so you've got it handy before your next tough one-on-one. And in the next EQ Flight School episode, we'll talk about what changes when the person in that chair used to be your peer. And now you need to give them some performance feedback. Hey, this is Elaine again. Thanks for joining this flight. Let us know about your tough one-on-ones and what topics you'd like to see in our channel. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, and in the meanwhile, stay calm, stay curious, and keep your EQ instruments tuned.